Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you're new here, hi, my name is T and I like to play The Sims. Today we are building a house for Hilary O'Connor, who wants to be a painter extraordinaire, is gregarious, and a hardworking sim. She likes hardworking sims, she likes wellness, media production, and painting. And I initially started the one tile challenge with Hilary, and that was around a time when businesses and hobbies came out. So I paired the one tile challenge with her having her own little art gallery, and she made so much money selling her own little paintings in her own little art gallery on her own little house or plot that I figured it is time for her to update and get a bigger house, live more lavishly, and that's what we're doing today. As you can see, she's just a not basic, she's a pretty sim. There's a bit of custom content going on when it comes to makeup and obviously the lashes, but usually I just keep the custom content to a minimum. But yeah, we are just about to see where she used to live or where she's currently living still. And I don't know if you know about the one tile challenge, but you basically start out with one sim in one tile, no money, and you have to work your way up. And this is her working her way up to a tiny home that also includes an art gallery. And as you can see at the bottom left corner, she has over 130,000 simoleons now, just by selling her paintings. And I figured we need to give her an update. She needs a bigger house. Not that I don't like tiny houses. I honestly like living in those and playing with those, and as you can see, it's a 30 by 20 lot, and the lot value is 21,740 simoleons. Now I decided, obviously I could have gone with living in Del Sol Valley, but I feel like she is a celebrity by now, but she is not Judith Ward celebrity level. So I decided that she's not gonna live in LA, which basically is Del Sol Valley, but in Ciudad Enamorada. I feel like it would be like a little suburb to LA or Hollywood. And I just felt like that's her vibe. It's artistic, it's colorful, it's just a bit different and more creative, and I figured she would want to live in an area like that, and not yet in Hollywood Hills. So we are renovating the Calle De La Promesa. I hope I'm not butchering all those Spanish sounding or Spanish inspired names. I used to take Spanish in school, but it's been quite a few years, so excuse me if I'm butchering those. And yeah, we're just starting with the outside of the house. I didn't really do that much to the outside, to be honest. I changed a few of the colors and the plants as we go on. Now obviously edited the rooftop a little bit, but not too much either. Changing the fence to, I think, one that came with for rent. Yeah, that's the one. Just to give it a bit more of a rosy pinkish kind of look. I just feel like that would be her favorite color. I don't know why, but I feel like she likes pink in all its shades and colors that it comes in. That's why I also went with the hot pink for the middle part of this house. And I'm switching out the front door, I think also with one that came with I used the Love Struck expansion pack door. So it's not the for rent one. And here we're demolishing just the inside, and usually I always say that in most of my videos, I guess. I like to keep the renovations pretty realistic. Now I know that knocking down walls and putting them up again is not too realistic, because that could be quite expensive or time consuming if you do it yourself. But you know, we'll dream a little bit. I did keep most of the layout, honestly, because it's just like the bathroom downstairs was a great placement, so I end up putting a bathroom right where it used to be. But yeah, just quit switching the tiles to a little bit more of a neutral color. And if you can hear dangling noises in the background while I'm speaking, that is my cat Shelby, who decided that she's had enough of my nonsense and is leaving the room. Bye, Shelby. Bye. We love her. Anywho, let's go back to the build. I couldn't really figure out what kind of wallpaper I want, so I decided to just go with the flow and start with furnishing the house and then see where it takes me. And I just got the Life and Death expansion pack, mainly because I'm not really an occult player or something. Not that it came with an occult, but it did come with ghosts, I feel like. So I just waited until it was on summer sale right now. So if you're listening or watching this video right now, there's still a summer sale going on. So if you ever wanted to wait for a certain pack, now is your chance. But yeah, I got the why do I keep calling it Afterlife? Life and Death expansion pack. And I was not aware that it comes with such beautiful color schemes of furniture and, you know, kitchen cupboards and stuff. And yeah, I just really like the furniture and the swatches it comes with. I haven't played with the actual gameplay yet because and you might have noticed that I didn't upload last week. But we were on a little vacation to a lake, and then we came back and it was 4th of July, and then I got sick. That's why my voice probably sounds a little bit different today. But yeah, it was just a lot going on, so I just couldn't upload last week. So I figured I guess I'll do a longer video today because this is almost half an hour long, so making up for that, I guess. Anywho, we're back in the build, and yeah, we're just putting some decorations up, obviously from the latest kitchen clutter kits that came out a few weeks ago. We're still obsessed. I know I've said this in every video for the past month or so, but I'm still obsessed. And I didn't really plan for this house to be in this rose, pinkish, berry color scheme, but whenever I looked through the build and buy objects for Life and Death, I just fell in love with that color so much. So I don't know, as I said earlier, I feel like Hilary really likes the color pink in all its shades, you know, dark berry pink, Barbie pink, rosé gold. I feel like that's her color, so she just went all out with the kitchen and dining area. In the living room, again, Life and Death expansion pack couch. I think the wall color is from the My Wedding Stories pack though, because it kind of looks like a almost like the horizon when the sun goes down, I feel. But yeah, at some point I realized it might be too pinky and too much pink on pink on pink on pink. So I tried to break it up a little bit with the carpet or the rug in here. And I think I used the same curtains that I used in the dining area, but I then tried to match it to the rug that I put in there, but I didn't really match it eventually. I just changed the color of the rug. So we're gonna, in a few seconds, you'll see that we are introducing a little bit of a different color, not just pink. Just use base game windows here as well, and here you can see that, you know, I've really struggled. It took me probably half an hour to finally be like, okay, I just need to change the rug because there is no curtain that matches the rug, because the rug comes with life and death, and the curtains came with businesses and hobbies. I don't understand why they can't just match all those colors and shades within or throughout all the packs. But that's just what it is. So I eventually changed the rug to the green color, and also the bookcase to the greenish color, turquoise, whatever you want to call it, and the office chair. And I leave the couch, but I change the little coffee table to just a neutral white color. And since Hilary is also, she's artistic and creative, and I feel like she's gonna become an actress, because she started streaming and has a lot of followers. I mean, for Sims, I guess. Has a lot of followers, so I feel like would just be natural for her to move into acting. And for acting, you also sometimes, or very often, need guitar skills. So I put in a little guitar, and here we just have the downstairs bathroom. Nothing special, just a sleek bathroom kit again, also in a pinky color, because that's just her thing. I think upstairs the master bathroom will be in a different pink shade, but basically the same. I used that. This is one of my favorite wall lights that also came with the sleek bathroom kit. It's just so versatile, and you can also use it as a night light next to your bed if you don't want to use a counter space or space on your nightstand. Yes, here we are. I don't know why, but I felt this wall felt empty with nothing being there except for the curtains. So I just put those side tables, or whatever you want to call it, those little, I think they came with something like sleek living room, something like that. It was definitely a creator kit, and they came with that, and I'm just cluttering up to make the house feel more lived in, because I feel like, or at this moment I kind of realized that it looks all very sleek and very stagey, if you know what I mean. So I kind of just wanted to have a little clutter. A little addition to the entrance hall, I added the chandelier that comes with the nursery kit that also came out somewhat recently. And then some more clutter in the living room, just making it, as I said, making it feel a little bit more lived in. And also putting some shoes under there, because I feel like that little bench there, you would put on your shoes and take it off and whatnot. And I really feel that we need more of this, I don't even know what it's called, this little wall decoration where you have like your hat and a jacket hanging. We need more of that, and especially more color options, because that's just not it. So Sims team, in the off chance you see this, please, we need more of those. And I think now we're kind of going up. No, because again, I feel like that wall was empty. I don't know why. I just have that feeling that every wall needs to have something. So I sometimes have to remind myself, not every wall needs to have something on it. But now we're upstairs. This area is going to be the entire master bedroom area. I just felt like that's what she would do. So no 3-bedroom or 2 bedrooms. There's just that one master bedroom and nothing else. And I kind of created a little bit of a, I don't know, like the master bedroom is quite large, but I separated the sleeping area from the closet area, I guess. And I also put a little vanity in there, because it just makes sense, She becomes an actress. She's going to be a little bit vain, I guess, or not vain. She's just going to be more conscious of what she looks like. Let's just put it that way. And at that point, I didn't quite know what I'm going to do with the extra room, but you'll see later on, because it had been quite a while since I was playing The Sims, so I couldn't quite remember what Hilary was up to. But then I remembered that she's a streamer also, and is a person. She also likes media production. So we're adding that to the other room. But here we just use, I think it's a base game side table. I love those because they're a lot lower than the usual side tables, and I feel like for a bed that's just kind of what you would go for. Then we have that kind of wall that separates those two areas, and I use one of my favorite wallpapers from the Businesses and Hobbies expansion pack with the flowers. I just feel like it's so pretty. And I think I used the chandelier again in the bedroom because I just wanted it to be grand, you know, just spectacular, a little bit over the top. But I feel like if you started out from the one tile challenge and now live in that kind of house, I feel like you're allowed to go over the top a little bit. The rug is the same as downstairs in the kitchen area, or no, not the kitchen area, the dining area. But I feel like I've used a darker shade. I think we're also swapping out that chair again for a Love Struck chair that comes in a dark berry color. And those two dressers came with Life and Death, and I was really hoping that there would also be some wall fixtures where you could hang up clothes that comes with, or that came with Life and Death, but it didn't, so we're using the, what was it? Dream Home Decorator kit. No, not kit. Stuff pack? Game pack? I think it was a game pack. Just cluttering it up with different shoes and boxes and all kind of trinkets and little bits and bobs and pieces, because that's just where you put your stuff. Some souvenirs that you probably got from going places like New York, which obviously in this case would be San Myshuno, and then just some perfume and expensive handbags and watches and her little vanity, which I just thought she would have that with a cozy comfy chair that she could get, you know, she could sit in and maybe even practice her lines and just get ready for the day. So we're just putting up some makeup items. I think I used a rug from, yes, my favorite rug from the, I think it's a Book Nook kit, and some lights for the side of the vanity. I, for a second, thought maybe there should be a painting up there, but with the wallpaper being so right in your face, I figured then that's enough of a decoration for the wall. And here we're in the upstairs bathroom. As I said, it's nothing crazy, just, you know, double sink, shower, tub, all with the sleek bathroom kit in a darker pink than downstairs. It's more almost like a salmon color. Yeah, nothing special, nothing crazy, just a nice little I'm sure it's not that little, but just a nice bathroom. Just some decorative items and just making it look nice and cozy and what I feel like Hilary would like to have. But how have you guys been? I know it's been a while. As I said, it's been over a week now since I've uploaded because I was sick. We went to the lake, 4th of July. So yeah, it was kind of busy, and I'm going to start a new job in a bit, so it'll be interesting to see how I'm gonna fit that in with a new job, you know, which can always be very stressful and hectic, and you have to learn everything and meet everybody, remember names, and you know how all the processes work. So I'm gonna try to pre-record as much as I can, but I cannot promise, so we'll just see. And I'm probably gonna focus more on the smaller builds like apartment renovations, because those typically doesn't take that much time to renovate and edit and do the voiceover. So just be ready that the next few videos are probably going to be more apartment heavy than house heavy. But I promise whenever it gets a bit lighter and I have more time and energy after getting more into the groove with my new job, I'll be uploading videos about, where I renovate houses again as well. So So here we are in the last room for the house, and as I said, it had been a while since I was playing with the game, especially that save file, so I didn't quite remember at that point what Hilary was up to. So I just kind of thought, oh, maybe that's just a girly room, very different, a lot more playful than the rest of the house. But then the moment I put that desk down and wanted to put a laptop up, I was like, oh my god, she streams and she does media production, so we obviously need the media production desk with everything that is included. So I scrap a lot of it, especially the desk and everything. I keep that little shelf there with the cute little stuffed animals at the bottom, but I rearrange it because the media desk is quite big, so we needed a little bit more room. And here you can see I'm like, oh yeah, I remember now. But I feel like for a streaming room or a room where you record videos, I feel like this room is perfect. I would love to have a room like that. So maybe eventually, in time, I will have a room like that. Especially if I ever add a video camera to my videos. We'll see if I'm ever brave enough for that. But yeah, we're just refurnishing a bit, you know, just rearranging stuff so it fits better, because you need quite the space for the media production desk. Yeah, just a cute little chair, a few more items from especially the comfy, was it the comfy? Yeah, comfy gamer kit that was made in collaboration with Little Simsy. I'm sure you all know her. It's a really cute little kit, so if you're on the fence about it, I highly recommend it. Also putting a microphone in there, because whenever you're acting, that's also quite important. And just simple shades, because whenever you record videos, you need to block out the sun and everything. And now we're in the backyard of the house, and I think in one of my last videos I said I was trying to do an above ground pool, but I couldn't quite remember how to do it, and silly me, of course you just drag it up. I don't know why I couldn't remember that. But anywho, we are doing an above ground pool here. I'm just fiddling around a little bit, giving it some more, you know, a frame where you can go up to, and I'm also adding some lounge chairs, and yeah, just a really cute little setup that I would love to have in my backyard. Just adding a different kind of base. I think I changed it from white to brown, because I just feel like that was more what it would be like, not white but brown. Because I don't know why I feel like white looked too new, and I don't think it's a house that is new. I feel like it's a house that has been lived in and just renovated a few times, and that's why I didn't want the outside to look like it's a brand new pool. Yeah, here, I'm just going in with the brown, but I think this is gonna be it for today with my yapping and my explaining. So if you've made it this far, thank you very much and kudos to you. I hope you liked the build. It's up on a gallery, obviously, under my name FelineSimmer. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have not yet already, subscribe, like, and comment. It really helps my cute little channel. And you can follow me on Instagram. I'm also on Twitter or X, and if you're mildly interested in cats, you can also follow Shelby, who was somewhat featured earlier, also on Instagram, Shelby the Tortie, if you're interested. And yeah, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for your support, and I hope I'll see you soon in one of my next videos. Bye!